I will do that right now. My name is Reg Souleyrette. I am with the University of Kentucky Department of Civil Engineering and Kentucky Transportation Center. My colleague who is helping me on this project, or I'm helping him really on this project, is Dr. Alex Wang. And I think Alex is on the call, although I know he had a cold, and so he may want to prefer just to kind of stay in the background, and that's fine. Alex, if you would like to do that, but please, you know,
Hello, I'm here.
hey, great. Yeah, please step in at any time if you want to expand on anything that I might say. So the Kentucky Transportation Center does a lot of work in highway safety. It's probably our largest area of research, and also by program area, Dr. Eric Green is the program manager for the safety area. I manage the planning area, and safety and planning overlap quite a bit. And one of the projects that we do for the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety is called the Kentucky Traffic Safety Data Service. This is actually a program that I started back at Iowa State almost 25 years ago now. And when I came to Kentucky 13 years ago, we started up the service here a couple of years after I landed here. The service that we call KTSDS is it's funded by NHTSA, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration program, to improve the quality of crash data and safety-related data. And their safety-related data could be road information, obviously the crash data. It's vehicle and driver data, health, hospital, EMS type data, and citation, adjudication, enforcement type data. And so those 6 different data areas all contribute to the analysis and hopefully the mitigation of the highway safety problem. So the specific area of data quality improvement that we're working on through KTSDS is called accessibility. So even if you have a lot of good data, it may be very difficult for those that want to use the data to get the data, to understand the data, to know how the data can be used, and to properly use the data. So we have that kind of expertise here at the university in our KTC, our public health school, and other places around campus, but we coordinate it through the program here at KTC. It is a free service to those that would like to use it. We do get paid to do this, and then we have various kind of rules for helping folks who might make a request of the service. So let me go to the next slide. And I started talking already about accessibility. So I guess the intent is not necessarily just to give out data, right? Which, in fact, we cannot give out most of the data directly because we have a memorandum of understanding with the Kentucky State Police through the Transportation Cabinet, and we are able to actually access some medical data and other things that the general public or even safety professionals would not necessarily be able to access on their own for privacy reasons mainly. And so we have the access to that. The intent then is to reach out to the safety community that would be able to do something about the safety problem. For example, law enforcement. Law enforcement might be interested in, better allocation of their resources, or what we call targeted enforcement. So law enforcement agency without maybe the in-house statistical knowledge could talk to us about, hey, where should we deploy our assets to best address the highway safety problem. And what we can do then is, through geographic analysis and the fusion of these different data sets that I talked about, provide back to them a map of potentially good locations to enforce, some historical information aggregated such that it doesn't violate any of the privacy issues. But enforcement is only one such group, and I guess we've had 20 different types of groups that we have been privileged to work with through this service in the past. Another example might be local engineering agencies or planners, either at the city level, maybe the MPO level, maybe the area development district level, to identify safety problems, and then through their own programs try to mitigate those problems. So, for example, traffic engineering departments might want to, say, retime signals, or decide where signs need to go, and that type of thing. We've even had some requests from citizens groups that might be saying, well, they perceive that there's a safety problem. We can help them determine better whether there is a safety problem, and put them into contact with people that might be able to help them, or do maps for them, so that when they go, say, to the city council meeting as a public citizen, and they can say, here's what we've learned about highway safety issues in our area, and try to build consensus on what can be done. So we have a website where folks can put in a data request. And I guess we've had requests from the media. For example, we had requests from the Wall Street Journal, who was interested in the safety experience of electric vehicles, and they were doing a national study, but they didn't have anything on Kentucky, so we were able to help them with that. Sometimes lawyers might contact us. Anytime the lawyers, or maybe the legislature, or the media will contact us, we are first going to talk to the Transportation Cabinet and Office of Highway Safety, our sponsor, to let them know that these requests are being made, and give them the opportunity to tell us, okay, it's okay to go ahead and do this, or maybe they would like to handle it themselves directly, because obviously those are more sensitive types of requests. But the first sort of portal for entry here is the people just need to put in their name, their email, their organization. We'd like to know where they heard about us. Like if somebody hears about us at this conference, we'd like to know that. And then just their description of how we can help. And sometimes we can, and sometimes we just have to send them off. Like, for example, people may not be aware that the Kentucky State Police has a crash data portal that they can access themselves. And just, connecting those two together is helpful. We are right now kind of undergoing a revamping of our web page. It's a pretty easy web page to find. If you remember the acronym, you just type into Google KTSDS and it'll go straight to our page. We have on there some examples of the various types of requests. I don't have it handy right now. Well, I might be able to pull it up on the internet for you live. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that, because that was the last of the slides, Steve. And give me just a second to get a window available that you guys can have a look at. All right, sharing again. And so this is the main page of the service, with a little just description of of the purpose and accolades for our sponsors, and then the data request form, which is here, and then some, more information. So we're going to be updating this. We're going to put examples of previous requests on there so that, people can see how we helped other people, and it might be something that they want to do. But basically, I appreciate Steve giving me the opportunity to join your conference virtually today, so we can kind of get the word out. And I'm not sure how appropriate or relevant it is for the different. I know we're talking about lots of different areas of safety today. I would say we don't mind getting requests from anybody for anything. We may or may not be able to help, but it could be that maybe you're doing something on, I don't know, you'd like to do a heat map of where, guns have been a problem, or, domestic violence, or whatever the safety issue is. You can ask us, and then we'll get with our sponsors and ask if it's okay, because we can at least give our part of this to you. We have, really good background data for the roads, and we know GIS well, and we'd be happy to help you with that. So even if this isn't your main area, if highway safety isn't your main area, contact us. We're with the University of Kentucky, and we've got probably somebody here that can help you if it isn't us. Alex, do you have anything you wanted to add to that?
No, that's it. Yeah, I think the last slides we already covered. I put this on like an actual request example in there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did I miss that? Should I have clicked on one of those, or is that the last slide?
You can open it just to put like a few example we had. I think you mentioned the Wall Street Journal request. We also get some requests from the homeowner association like that.
I must not be looking at the most recent one, because I'm just looking at the last page that had the 4 pictures that I showed.
Yeah, but the text next to it, I updated.
Oh, the text by each one. So you're talking about like benefit cost analysis for a raise grant. So there's a lot of money available for safety, and we've actually helped some people put their grant applications together. We don't write the grant applications, but we support the grant applications with analysis and maps. Neighborhood association requesting rezoning, something on motorcycle crashes in Kentucky, and then I referred to this one here that Wall Street Journal was doing. All right, Steve, that was pretty quick, but I'll be glad to take any questions if anybody has any.
You have any questions online, Roy? Have any questions here in the audience? Okay, not seeing any, Reg.
Okay.